What's up, everyone? This is KaptinFathead coming at you with a kind of an announcement. I think most people in the community would know this already, but if you didn't, uh, PlayStation 4, since it came out, people have been asking, is PlayStation Home on the PlayStation 4? And sadly, it is not on the PlayStation 4. So it seems that PlayStation Home is just going to stick with the PlayStation 3 through its life cycle. And even though this is a sad fact, on the bright side, if you look at what PlayStation Home has been coming out with, and it's mainly been due to the support of the developers like Lockwood, Loot, and Dreams, and so on and so forth, they've been coming out with a lot of items and made a lot of events possible. So it's not to say that with the PlayStation 4 out, PlayStation 3 is, there's not going to be any support for it. And more specifically, PlayStation Home, no, by no means. It's still getting a lot of support for it. And personally, I think this will continue throughout the lifespan of the PlayStation 3 until, Sony is, done supporting the PlayStation 3 in general. And if you look at what happened with the PlayStation 2, when the PlayStation 3 came out, the PlayStation 2 was still getting support. It was still getting, some pretty good games on it for the most part. Now, as far as PlayStation Home possibly one day making its way to the PlayStation 4, it we have not heard anything on that just yet. And personally, I think it's not going to make its way to the PlayStation 4 because we never heard anything to begin with. If PlayStation Home was going to be, on the PlayStation 4, even though a lot of the people in the community have asked that question ever since the PlayStation 4 was announced, and even sometime before that. So I would say no answer means likely it's a no. So I think PlayStation Home is not going to make its way onto the PlayStation 4. However, I think Sony will make some sort of game, some sort of app that will be in terms similar to PlayStation Home for the PlayStation 4 because PlayStation Home was pretty successful. And of course, that's in part to both the strong community and the support that it gets from the developers that make stuff for PlayStation Home. So I would imagine that at least one point in the PlayStation 4's future, there will be some sort of game or app or social game, whatever you want to describe PlayStation Home as, because it could be described as many things. I think something like that will make its way to the PlayStation 4, because just like with PlayStation Home, it didn't come out when the PlayStation 3 first came out. It took about 2 to 3 years for PlayStation Home to be made available to the general public of the community. And last few things before I end the video is, one, I will continue to support PlayStation Home even though I do have a PlayStation 4. I still love the PlayStation 3 as it is, and I will continue to support it by playing different games on it, as well as PlayStation Home. Second is that I do hope to start making more PlayStation Home videos sometime in the near future, but I want to make them to the best of my ability and make them very presentable. I don't want to just, rush them, anything like that. I want to make it as best as I can for you guys and gals, so that way you'll enjoy it and know, what's, if the item is worth, picking up or not. Third and finally, Killzone Shadowfall, since that was released for the PlayStation 4, I have played that game. I have some mixed opinions about it, and I would like to make a video, just basically telling what my opinions are about the game, whether, where the flaws are at, where its right sides were at. So hopefully sometime in the near future I will come out with a video for that. But since I won't be able to record on the PlayStation 4 for various reasons, I will likely just upload, some gameplay of Killzone 3 and then just talk over that and just give my opinion of Killzone Shadowfall. And one more thing before I leave is that I'd like to hear your guys and gals' opinions about PlayStation Home not being on the PlayStation 4. Do you think, what are your thoughts about that? Are you kind of, saddened by it? Do you not really care? I'd like to hear your opinions on that. So, hope everyone is doing well, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace!